It's okay. He's a nice boy, but he doesn't say much of anything.
He's silent but firm.
He's silent but very firm. Emphasis on the firm.
Oh, no.
Too firm for you?
Too firm. It's too firm in here.
Yeah. It's like that Nelly song. It's getting firm in here.
Shut the fuck up.
That was a hit in the clubs back in the 2000s.
I remember that song.
You remember that song?
Yeah.
Is that one of your top club bangers?
Yeah, anytime I go to a party, I'm like, play that song.
Get that shit on right now.
If you're not playing firm in here, what are you doing with your life?
Yeah.
Ugh.
I am getting so firm.
Stop.
I'm gonna take my clothes off. It still works.
It always
It still works, yeah. It always works. It doesn't matter what the situation is. If you start taking your clothes off, it's solid.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Unless if you're a ghost and you don't have clothes because your clothes are as incorporeal as you are.
But what if your ghost form is wearing clothes?
The clothes are also incorporeal. Although it would be pretty cool if you went down the runway with, like Gucci or something, but you were still a ghost. Welcome to the Spookberry Boys. We have another spooktacular evening full of frights and bits and pieces of scary things.
Exactly. Don't eat the eyeballs.
Don't eat the eyeballs. They're still alive. Ooh. Today we have another fantastic guest coming on to regale us in his spooky abode.
Hello.
Welcome. Our friend Elvin has come to spook us.
Yes, I am here to tell a story.
How are you doing, my friend?
Good. Ready to do this. Being Elvin.
As one does.
Yeah, like you're David. And you set your essence to be David.
I am imbibing in the essence of David. I too am ready to participate in podcast.
That sounded like I'm man, you woman.
I am man, you are woman, but we are spooky. Ooh.
Ooh, spooky.
Elvin, what kind of stories do you have for us this evening?
Well, should I just go ahead and start with reading the first one?
Yeah, go on, let's get into it.
Let's
All right,
go.
yeah, let's dive on
Let's
in.
get in on this gig, sis.
There is a time in every city and in every town where barely a soul walks the streets. During this brief window, the creature stalks the night and searches for those out by themselves, wandering, whether they're going home or coming to a friend's house, that he's just waiting and hiding, looking for a face that it finds pleasing, trying to find one for itself. But even without having eyes, it can find prey easily. It waits in the shadows, using its spindly arms to grab unsuspecting victims. It wraps its wooden arms around the prey's neck, waiting for the life to drain from their body, then removing the person's face meticulously. It will wear different faces until it decides it needs a new one. It wanders the night searching for a face that will finally satisfy its hunger.
That sounds terrifying.
Yeah, this is so creepy. It's like, I can, like, after living in Philly for a couple years, like, I can just so easily imagine that thing, like, stalking around, like, fucking South Philly or something.
Yeah, it's that mood where, like, if you've ever been out late at night, like, You went out to the bar, you're come, like, I used to work late shift. So even stuff like that, there's always that weird brief window, whether it's like 10, 20 minutes where there's like just no one around. It feels like no one's there at all.
Yeah, that's spooky.
And you always feel a little terrified from it.
Yep.
No one is around except for the face stealer.
Does he have a name, or is it just the face stealer?
See, I haven't come up with a name, and I want to say, like, face stealer just sounds like too on the nose.
Yeah, I would say a little bit. Can we think of a name for him right now?
It's Gerald.
I don't know if we should do Gerald. Maybe, though. That might be just right. I don't think it's a good name, but it might be just right.
It's reverse Pinocchio.
Reverse Pinocchio is very good.
Just Geppetto?
Geppetto? We could call him Geppetto.
Ooh.
I thought about why, Gerald doesn't really work as a name, and I think I fixed it. How about this? Geraldine.
No, I think that made it worse, to be honest. I think
Geraldine is stalking you at night.
you took an already bad name and made it worse.
That sounds menacing. Someone's like, well, look out for Geraldine. You're like, yeah, whatever. Geraldine.
That's how they get you, though. They're like,
that is true.
That is
I'm
true.
so unsuspecting.
It's like Bob.
You never expect Bob.
No one ever expects the butterfly.
Is its name the Butterfly?
It's I got nothing. I'm trying to think of something. I got nothing.
That's because this creature is so elusive that there's no name that can describe its terror.
Ooh.
The creature of many faces, or many names.
Ooh.
What about the Mollywhopper?
Yo! Dude, if this was like a creature in London, it would absolutely be called the Mollywhopper. Oh, you see that Mollywhopper, bro?
Gotta look out for it, love.
You gotta look out for it.
See, that's close. That's close. We're getting closer.
I like Mollywhopper. Molly Flogger? No, that's the band. We can't take the band
You
name.
could just say the face snatcher, or the chin snatcher, or like fucking the skin snatcher.
Ooh,
Just,
chin nerd?
calling it like Dahmer Demon seems a little like untasteful, right?
Yeah.
It's a good effort.
It's just Dahmer.
Oh,
but
yeah.
He made like an outfit for himself.
Yeah.
Maybe Dahmer and then in parentheses afterward, but finally dressed.
What if he has a sidekick and it's Dom and Dahmer?
Yes. Yeah, we need to write up his brother. What does his brother do?
He just snatches people's knees.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say like something really benign, like he like files taxes or something.
He takes your tax returns.
Oh no, that's the worst.
He comes in the middle of the night and snatches your tax returns.
In April.
In April.
What about blank?
He just doesn't have a name. He's like one of those creatures where like you can't say the name because that like summons the creature.
What if we just call him Macaulay Culkin?
Yeah, like if you have like the Home Alone like poster where Macaulay Culkin's like in front like oh, but like if you keep like going down further, like you'll see that it's like actually the spindly body of this monster. Because he stole Macaulay Culkin's face.
Ooh.
And that's the final face that fit
Yes.
it.
Oh, yes.
That's the end of his chapter. That puts him to rest. He like retires to the mountain after that.
As Macaulay Culkin?
I think he's just Macaulay Culkin as an adult now, and now he like doesn't really act, but he has a podcast. But it's actually the monster. We didn't know this the whole time.
Like, it's like right under our noses too. Like, he called it the evil face snatcher in the city podcast. Like, no one thought anything of it, but you know, in retrospect, it all makes sense.
Just became a true crime podcast.
Oh, yeah. They thought that like, oh, we can't find any of these people. The mystery is still afoot, but really, it was him the whole time. Oh my god, that would be like a cool like fiction murder mystery podcast where it's like this guy tells like all these stories, and then like in like the final episode they have like he's like telling a story and all these people come in like feds and stuff and they take him away.
Ooh.
Refreshing. Oh, I love Elvin. When you sent me that story, I was like, "This is fucking awesome!" Like, feels so like vivid to me.
Yeah, it's that like first feeling of like loneliness.
Yeah, like that kind of paranoia you get being out in the city.
Yeah, just kind of like, I need to get home. It's dark.
Yeah, it's like Tyler, you were talking the other day about like when you turn off the light in like your house and you need to like run to the bedroom.
Yeah,
It's like that. It's like that, but for the whole city.
Yeah, we have like lamps, and we just leave them on at night because I'm not going down there. I'm not going down to the kitchen if it's dark.
Yeah, I'm not gonna deal with it. What if the face snatcher is in my kitchen?
Yeah, what am I, a monster? And I didn't have a sandwich out for it?
Yeah.
It's gonna be so mad.
He doesn't do any of his dishes.
Yeah, do you know how hard it is to eat a cookie when you don't have a face yet?
Oh.
That's why he only steals people's face because he wants to eat cookies.
Aw.
He's really a sweetheart.
That's actually a really tragic backstory for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like we were goofing on the Mothman a few days ago, and we were talking about like how he's just trying to hitchhike to California, but everyone's like afraid of him.
That makes sense, actually. He's just trying to get away.
He's just trying to get away.
He's just trying to be a Hollywood starlet.
Yeah. He likes pina coladas and getting caught in the rain.
Well, I mean, who doesn't?
That's
Yeah.
facts.
Big facts.
Well, it's just like the Jersey Devil. He just wants to leave Jersey.
Yeah, yeah. But he's in Jersey hell.
He just can't get out.
One of my friends, every time that I would like go into New Jersey and I would like tell him like, oh yeah, I'm heading to Jersey to go see someone, he's like, you need to get out of there immediately or else you might never leave.
That's exactly what I get told all the time.
Oh my god.
And it's like you go to Jersey and you're like, well, this looks like pretty and it's nice and they have like beaches, and then everyone's like, don't. You'll be here forever. It's like they have some sort of like suburb cult that's gonna draw you in and just keep you there.
It's just Snooki and her friends.
They're all just you get there and it's just like a pile of them.
It's the Snooki hive mind.
The Snive Mine, if you will.
Ooh, we love that.
The Snive mind. We love that. We love the Snive mind.
Snive Mine.
We stand the Snive mind. Thank you, Elvin, for that story. You said you had another story prepared for us, or ish?
Ish. Yeah, I mean, it's totally ready.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 100% ready. It was so funny because you had actually prepared this story before even hearing about this, and you were like, wow, what a perfect use for this already ready story.
That's actually not far from the truth.
That's super lit.
It's ready whip.
David will understand as the story goes on.
Oh, God.
Dun, dun, dun.
Ooh.
So, there is a woman, and she totally exists. Everyone knows she exists. And she lives in a house that's trapped in time, and it always looks the same. No matter how many times you go in, even if you break a wall, you leave, you come back, it's all there, fixed, like nothing ever happened. And the woman, who definitely exists, lives in the house with her doll. You know, this doll. that totally definitely does exist and isn't evil. That's the doll's name. These two live in their time-distorted house, which teleports from place to place, luring unsuspecting victims to see the house, while others can't, picking different people to come in. And once they are in, they usually never come back out. Or if they do, they go to a place where it's nothing but sand and night and lost souls. And that's definitely a place that exists. And that's the woman that totally exists, everyone.
You know, a lot of these stories that we hear, you know, they have like a bit of fantasy to them, you know? Like they kind of are like, you know what? That person probably doesn't totally exist. But for some reason, I feel like after hearing that story, I feel like that woman totally exists.
She does.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all seen her.
Yeah, we have, yes. We have seen her, Elvin.
That was like a creepy thing that I could definitely pull in.
Yes, yeah. Well, I'm very grateful. I'd be very surprised to see any group of adventurers, of fucking idiot adventurers, go in and try and enter and try to escape the woman who totally exists house.
You know, not many do, but the few that do definitely always feel like they are watched for the rest of their lives, unable to shake that feeling.
And apparently it's real fucking sandy. Did you just send them to the desert?
Yeah, deserts.
Yeah.
Where's the most terrifying place to be stuck in and stranded forever?
The desert.
Yeah, you don't know what's there. Like, what's around? There's not even an illusion of a town. You're just there, in void.
I can relate. I grew up in the desert, and a lot of people are stuck there still. But luckily, I got out.
Yeah, no kidding. But are they stuck in time?
Oh, yeah, they actually are.
They are still 12 years old.
They're still 12. I know them, they're still 12.
Like, you go back to the town, and, like, to them, like, you look like their age, but really you're, like, 30, and they're, like, 12, and you're like, why the fuck are you all 12? And they're like, you're 12 too, Tyler. What are you talking about?
I'm like, why are you guys still playing Foursquare and Wall Ball?
Why are you still running through the desert barefoot?
Exactly.
You mean you don't still do that?
I gave that up a couple months ago.
Yeah, it's been a couple months.
That's very adult of you.
I still eat sand, though, so...
I mean, I have sand as a side dish all the time. I call it celery.
Oh.
I always think about the, do you guys ever watch Salad Fingers?
Yes.
No.
Oh, God. So, Tyler, for context, Salad Fingers is, it's these set of, like, flash cartoons of this, like, freaky green dude just, like, in this really apocalyptic, like, horror setting. And there's one episode where he, like, finds a rotted corpse in the ground, and he says that it's, like, his brother returned from the war. And at one point, he's, like, trying to, like, feed it, like, dinner, and he's like, I hope you like sand. So I always think about that when you talk about how you eat sand.
People are yelling in my house, and I can't. It's going to be in the podcast, and it's annoying.
That's okay. We just had some spooky guests. Oh, they're yelling. How scary.
Those
are ghosts.
Exactly.
Yeah. They're coming to warn you about the woman who totally exists.
Because they also definitely do exist.
Yeah, like, we're going to listen back to it. Like, I'm going to listen back to that audio, and there's going to be, like, nobody else there. He's going to be like, there are these people in my room yelling. Like, I don't know what's going on. And there's just nothing.
Dang.
I know. Halloween's a spooky time.
There's spooky days ahead.
Monday, Tuesday, spooky days.
Stupid.
There's been anything truly scary that's ever happened to me in October.
What do you think is the scariest month?
That's easy. All of them. You wake up and you just have to deal with it every day.
It's every single day. It's every moment of every day is the scariest.
Yeah. Just imagine, like, when you ask me that, I just, like, gesture to the general area.
Huh? Everything?
You're like, Earth?
Hello? What's the scariest month? Earth.
If I actually had to pick, I would say May.
May?
It's like that point where, like, you're right before June and you realize, holy shit, it's been half a year.
You know what? The scariest part of May for me is the fucking Justin Timberlake memes and the fucking Star Wars memes.
Tyler fucking hates It's Gonna Be May.
I also hate May the 4th be with you and stuff.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah, I agree. I hate all those memes.
Okay, thank you.
It's just overdone at this point, you know?
Yeah, I've heard it a million times and I'm tired of it, and don't send it to me ever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, sure, I'm glad you're having fun with, oh, May the 4th be with you, haha, Star Wars, I know Star Wars, but it's like that and fucking, like, Mario Day, and It's Gonna Be May, and May the 4th be with you, like, because you made that joke, the 4th isn't gonna be with you.
This makes May all the more terrifying.
You're right.
And even, like, the end of June.
What's at the end of June?
Fuck, never mind. I don't know how to tell months apart. I'm leaving. I'm quitting this. I'm out. I'm leaving.
Okay.
He's not a calendarologist.
I'm not a calendarologist, yeah.
Sorry, Tyler. We got our PhDs in calendar.
Whatever month is before May is the worst one, too.
April?
Yeah, thank you. I knew that.
You know, they say Hollywood keeps recycling stuff, but what about memers?
Yeah, honestly, they're like, oh man, Hollywood is so unoriginal. And it's like that fucking Wojak meme of, like, you know, they're looking at, like, the Hollywood regurgitating the same thing, and they're like, oh, that's fucking bullshit. It's the same thing over and over again. And then it shows them, like, grinning at May the 4th be with you, and they're like, so cool.
Yeah.
Right? Oh my god, I never thought of that. Yeah. The fuck?
Yeah,
they do it way more. They do it way more.
Yeah, by sheer volume, yes.
We need new meme formats.
Yes.
This year on the Strawberry Boys, we're busting out a new meme format every single day. You may not get it, we may not get it, but it's going to be a brand new meme format. You want to keep it fresh? This is how you do it.
And that's the first meme.
That's the first meme.
You want to keep it fresh? This is how you do it.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's just a picture of Fresh Grocer.
And then it's a picture of, like, someone from, like, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and they're like, are you getting fresh with me?
Oh.
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 Does someone actually ever say that in that show?
I don't know. I would not be surprised. I feel like that turn of phrase was very popular in the 90s.
Yeah, I agree.
But I also don't know, because I wasn't conscious for most of the 90s.
You're just a baby.
I was a little baby.
Yeah, I was like 6.
Yeah. Like, I turned 4 in 1998, so I missed, like, I didn't have any consciousness before then, so I got, like, the very tail end of it.
Yeah, that's fair. It's not like you remember 1995 or 1993.
Oh my god, 1993 is my favorite year. I remember it so clearly.
I was 1.
I was a fetus.
My favorite year was 91. That was a lit year.
Oh yeah? What happened in that year?
Isn't that when the OJ thing happened?
Why would that be the best year then?
The LA riots or something, wasn't it?
None of those things are good.
That's the year when Tim Hortons came to fucking South Dakota.
I also don't know if that's good.
I was born.
You were a little baby.
I was a little baby.
You weren't conscious for that year.
Well,
but he was
it was
still
lit.
heavy.
It was a lit year.
That's fair. I'll give you that.
Yeah. Every time that his mother like tells him about, oh yeah, the first year you were born, that was so lit.
I fucking wish.
Dude, that would be so great.
And well, I think this podcast is getting a little bit too scary for me.
Okay, yeah, we've gone too far into the crypt and seen too many spooktacular frights. Well, thank you for joining us on this trip into the crypt for the Spookberry Boys podcast. Thank you for coming on the podcast, Elvin, and giving us a touch of fright.
Thank you for having me.
If you'd like to be haunted just a little bit more by the Strawberry Boys, you can come find us on Facebook at Strawberry Boys Podcast. And if you want to reach out to us, you can send us an evil mail at strawberryboyspodcast@gmail.com. Ooh.
I can't. An evil mail?
Evil mail, yeah.
The fuck? No, this is canceled. I quit this podcast right now. I'm done.
I appreciate your commitment to the bit.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was
Thanks
great.
for joining us, guys. Bye.
Bye.